Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You are only responsible for your half of the relationship. There are two halves in every relationship, but you're only responsible for your half of that relationship. It's not up to you to control the other half, respect the other half, and there's always going to be peace in that relationship. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials closed down 248, NASDAQ down 14, S&P's down 19.5, gold contract down $1.20, trading at $13.2580, silver down 6 cents, $16.56 an ounce. Copper, flat, $3.13 a pound. Light sweet crude, we had the EPI numbers come out this morning. We had some big movement inside the oil market. Bottom line ended up being flat, up 17 cents, $60.88 a barrel. Notes and bonds caught the bid, folks. You had the 10-year note up 7 ticks, 30-year bond up 26 at 144.30. Let's go over to the 30-year right now, because what you're going to see out here is that this is the first time in 2.5 months that we actually took out a swing with volume. Well, it's the first time we ever took out a swing in 2.5 months. So bonds have been going down on price, up on yield for that long. And what we did out here today is that you got into the price point of 144.20. Oh, look at that. And we didn't take it out in volume. Okay, we didn't take it out in volume, man. We did 283,000 contracts versus basically 341 as well as 480. So we're over the price point. Bottom line, it's going to need more juice. What I do expect we're going to see is that I expect we're going to see it go up to the February 6th time frame, because that was a sign of strength. 146.21. That's on your 30-year. Let's go to take a look at the 10-year. And what that's saying, by the way, that is saying that we're going to get follow-through. To me, that is saying is that we're going to get follow-through to the downside out here tomorrow. So we take a look at the 10-year. 10-year is coming into your swing. The swing we're talking about in the 10-year is 120.22. Right now we're trading at 120.17. We actually hit the 120.22 today. We've done 1.59 million contracts. That also is going to need more volume, where that's coming into 1.9 million as well as 2.6. What I do expect we're going to see in the 10-year is that the 10-year also is going to go out and test the 122.02 level. If we go to the TLT structure, we take a look at the TLT. The TLT is the 20-year plus bonds. That means that inside the ETF, that means that any bond that's inside the TLT, they'll start off as 30-year bonds. As they start basically coming down on time expiration, that's what's inside the TLT. The TLT took out the swing, didn't have the volume on the swing, but bottom line, took it out. That's saying the TLT is also getting up to 121.82. The TLT closed up $1.05 at 120.24. King dollar. King dollar up 72 ticks, trading 89.265. If we do go over and we take a look at King dollar, what you're going to see inside the King dollar market is that we actually got into lower price with 24,000 contracts. That's a big number, folks. Bottom line is that you are pushing into the lower swing. No, it's not the lower swing, into the last swing that we had on March 7th, and you're pushing in there with some volume. We did 24,600 today. You're pushing into 23,500. That says, number one, more than likely you're going to break it. And then what we do have at these lows is that we have a high volume low at 88.255 that looks like it not only wants to get tested. What we do have here is that you have the you have a ABC structure down that is confirmed, and that's a much larger ABC structure on the way down. And that baby, if we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that this is a major break. We put this back, and what you're going to see is that it's been a one move down since January of 2017. We broke with wide price spread, accelerated volume in January. Bottom line is that this has a price projection of 82,330. Your lowest swing point in this is 78. You know, what continues to hold the dollar up is the aspect of the highs of 2008 as well as the highs of 2010. We'll see how long that can last if you can get a bounce coming off those levels. Some of the and by the way, we did have volume on the way down today. Inside the NYSE, you did 829 million. Let's see if we got it in the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq was kind of light on volume. Yeah, the Nasdaq is light on volume. We did 2 billion, so that's going to be a big heads up. That's some divergence inside the Nasdaq. What we did do, the composite. What the composite did is that the composite got back inside its lower range. The lower range we're talking about is 75.05. We are at 74.96. Now what that does, that sets up that you can get back inside the lower range. Now what you also have is this. Now this is what's going to be pretty intense. If we open lower tomorrow, what you're going to have is that you're also going to have an island top inside the composite, which is very, very hard to do, by the way, okay? And you're talking about a 4-day island top, so that's pretty intense, particularly because if you broke, that's going to be in the NDX 100 also. Now, the NDX 100 is not back inside its lower range, but if we open down 20 points tomorrow inside the NDX, you're also going to have an island top there. You get that, guess what? That is going to be a monster failure. That is going to be saying that the NDX 100 is also going to be running for the lows of February 9th. If we take a look at the cash S&P, what you're going to see out here in the cash S&P is that right now you're at 2748. We had gapped higher when we tried to get into the 27th of February. It failed. Bottom line, let's see what kind of volume we got inside the SPY. The SPY, there you go. Okay, so we had the expansion of volume inside the SPY. SPY down $1.42. We did 102 million. That's after making highs of 91 million. Bottom line, SPY is going to be going after the March 2nd level, which is 264.84. That's 11 points lower than we are. And if we get volume there, guess what? What's going to be wide open and is wide open in the market in general is the February 9th lows. If we go over to ExxonMobil, let's see where Exxon closed, because Exxon blew it away. Bottom line, the low of February 9th, $73.90. Exxon's already got it. $73.60. It's going lower, has volume behind the move. That tells us quite a bit. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish down 248, Nasdaq down 14, S&Ps are off 19. We'll come right back.